Hello, welcome to my another episode of React testing by Jest and React testing library. So today we are gonna discuss some things like it, test-driven development, and user interactions. So whatever test we have done so far, we used you see test. So you can use it also. So not necessary you have to use test, you can use it also. Say it. So you can use test or it. Everything is all right. Now see, I hope our test will pass. Okay, so it and test are similar. So now I want to discuss about the user event. So user event is that in our website or in our app, people interacts with click or key press. People interact with mouse by clicking or use a keyboard for key press. So we need to test user events. So if anyone clicks by mouse or press the keyboard, we need to ascertain whether these events are working perfectly or not. So normally most of the people are using fire event, but we want to use user event. So why user event? User event excels over fire event. So let's see what is the difference. User event or just fire event. So fire event dispatches DOM events, whereas user event simulates full interactions, which may fire multiple events and do additional checks along the way. So user events is better than fire event, and React testing library recommended to use user event. So user event is a companion library for testing library that stimulates user interactions by dispatching the events that would happen if the interactions took place in the browser. While most examples with user event are for React, the library can use with the framework as long as use a DOM. अच्छा, the docs library user event, we recommend updating your project. अच्छा, fire event dispatches DOM events, whereas user event simulate full functions, so इसमें multiple events and do additional checks along the way. Testing library built fire events is lightweight wrapper around the. So user event allows you to describe sub interactions instead of concern. So as far as I know, the React testing library recommend to use user event. So this is the companion library. So we are gonna use user event. So to use user event, this shifts spontaneously or by default with your initial setup. Say this is user event. So if you use another like Bit React app, you have to download it differently individually. So in the next tutorial, we are going to test a big form, login form, and we will use a lot of user events over there. So you will get the down to earth examples of using user event. And we want to discuss another thing, and that is test driven development. So this is the best approach. So let's see what is test driven development. So test driven development in layman's term, the driven development TDD is a software development practice that focuses on creating unit test cases before developing the actual code. It means first of all we write the test, and test will fail obviously, and we will write the code complying with the test. So this is called test driven development. This is the best and recommended approach. So it can interact approach combining programming, unit test creation, and refactoring. The TDD approach originates from the Agile Manifesto principle and extreme programming. As the name suggests, the test process drives software development. Moreover, it is structuring practice that enables the development testers to obtain optimized codes that prove resilient in the long term. The test-driven development, developers create a small test case for every features based on their initial understanding. The primary intention of this technology is to modify or write the code only if the test fails. So test driven examples are given here, and it has benefits. Three phases of test driven. It has benefits of test driven development. It has why we need to do test driven development. So it has a lot of benefits and fosters the creation of optimized code. It helps developers better analyze and understand client requirements and request clarity when not adequately defined. Adding and testing new functionalities become much easier in the later stages of development. Test coverage under TDD is much higher compared to the conventional development method. The TDD focuses on creating tests for each functionality right from the beginning. It enhances the productivity of the development and leads to the development to code base is flexible and easy to maintain. So from the next tutorial, we are gonna using a test-driven development, and for that, uh, first of all, we will write the test and then we'll write the code. Okay. So we discussed. Let's have a quick recap. We discussed three things today, and one is instead of test, we can write it, and test is passed, no problem. And we are talking about user event. So user event and fire event. User event, fire event means the user interaction. So when people click on the mouse or press the keyboard, the user event takes place, like submitting a button, clicking a link, this sort of events. So we need to test also. So, and test driven development. From the next tutorial, we will done a test driven development. We will create a login form, and we will test the login form entirely by test driven development. So no more today. So stay connected, stay tuned. It will be a wonderful journey. So see you soon. Thank you very much.